Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sabrina and my channel is called The Hopeful Minimalist. I am that hopeful minimalist on a very slow journey to minimalism. I usually talk about handbags from all different brands, not exclusively luxury or designer or exclusively contemporary. I also talk about fashion and jewelry sometimes, so if those topics resonate with you, consider subscribing. In today's video, I want to talk about the wear and tear on this beautiful bag right here, and I also want to talk about how I ended up with this bag. But first, there's some housekeeping. This bag is from Dress Up Your Purse, and it is inspired by the Louis Vuitton Nice. I'm not sure if it's the Nice Mini, but it's that tiny little bag that has gone viral a couple of times. Lately, it's gone viral again because a lot of naysayers have jumped on the internet and they have voiced their opinion on how this bag is supposed to be used or how it must be used and must not be used. So my first tidbit is just a public service announcement to all of those that want to use their Louis Vuitton Nice bag as a handbag. Do it. Do what you want with it. Use it as a lunch bag if you want to do that. Put some fruit snacks in here. You won't be able to fit that much, but you can fit a pack of gum, some fruit snacks, a granola bar. Use the bag how you see fit. You bought it with your money. Wear it how you want. I'm not about putting people down or making people feel bad, belittling them or anything like that. So I chose to just bring an encouraging message to the people on the receiving end of all of this commentary about don't use your toiletry bag as a handbag. Don't do this, don't do that. It makes you look like you're not used to anything. There are so many other things that we could be vocal about on social media, and we probably just don't need to tell people what to do with their things. But that's just my opinion. So if you're one of the ones that wants to wear this as a handbag, do it. Whether it be the Louis Vuitton Nice bag or this cute little one from Dress Up Your Purse. I'm mentioning this today because I've used this. I actually took it on my last vacation and enjoyed it very much. It will not fit a phone, but it will fit the essentials. Your ID, cash, a key fob, a little bit of lotion, sanitizer, all of those things fit in here. And Melody has already converted it to be handbag capable. So if you want to be hands-free with it, it comes with a leather strap and a beautiful chain strap. So you can wear it however you want. It's versatile like that. The inside looks like this. It's microfiber or leather fiber, I forget, but you can see it has a nice little capacity in there. Let's do a quick little what fits, just so you know what you can get in there. You can get these for 50% off right now at the Dress Up Your Purse website. So I will link it in the description box. So they're tall, but they can go in the other direction. These are my little travel perfumes. They can go in there. This is just a challenge to see if the Chanel hand cream will go. Oh wow, it went in there. So that's a win. A Band-Aid. My little tiny lotion thing that I carry with me, and some perfume oil. And there's still more room in there. If I wanted to put a key fob, license, a little bit of cash, I could put all of that in here and it would fit. So the point of that spiel was to just encourage us to do what we want to do with our fashion choices and be more kind. If you see me out to lunch with this toiletry bag, don't make fun of me. Don't try to belittle me and make me feel like I'm not used to anything nice because I'm using my toiletry as a clutch. Sometimes things are just cute and people want to use them as much as they can because they paid with their hard-earned money for it. Like, this matches my top today. What would be wrong with me taking it out of my handbag and just using it to go to carpool or to go to lunch or to just use this as my handbag for today? What is wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with it. All right, I move on. Next topic. The purpose of today's video is it's twofold. It's to talk about the wear and tear of the all-in GM in the empreinte leather. And it's also for me to kind of circle back on talking about how I got this bag. When I first introduced this bag to my channel, it was a part of a collaboration video. And it didn't get many views because my niche is obviously handbags, and I know that that's what most of my subscribers come here to see. Not mad about it. We'll still do collaborations because I love to do collaborations as long as I love the product. Who doesn't want to try something risk-free, for free? I don't know about you, but I scour the internet looking for promo codes and coupon codes whenever I'm about to purchase anything. I look on YouTube, especially for certain brands where I know I've seen videos. Zumoni, if I want an insert, I'm going to YouTube to find somebody's promo code. That's why I do collaborations, but like I said, I will be more mindful going forward about how I place the topics in those videos. So in that collaboration video, I talked about the Louis Vuitton repair process and how it works. And because the video performed so terribly, I think that message was lost. So here's the all-in GM in the beautiful black empreinte leather. I got this through an exchange through the Louis Vuitton repair process. So I bought a bag on TikTok Shop. The bag had a defect. I sent it in to the Louis Vuitton repair process. And long story short, they will do like this appraisal or price valuation on a bag if they cannot replace it. So let's say I send in this bag to the repair center. This bag is still being sold by Louis Vuitton currently. So in the case that there's a defect, they would more than likely just give me a new one if that's what I wanted. Or they would let me choose another bag worth the same amount. If it cost more, then I would have to pay the difference. In this case, for me, I had a bag that was discontinued. And so what they had to do is figure out how much the bag would have been worth present day. This bag was a Louis Vuitton trunk clutch. And as of last year, if it were still made, it would have been worth $3,800. So since it was discontinued, they can't give me a new one. What they did give me was that dollar amount to put towards any other bag that I wanted to. What I did with that was get this bag. I got the matching wallet, and I had a little bit left over, so I got the Imagination travel atomizer refills. So that's 3 items that I got for that one defective bag. So the point of this is to just let you know that if you are having an issue with your Louis Vuitton bag, don't assume it's over. I used the Louis Vuitton app on my cell phone to initiate the process. They go step by step with you. Normally, the next step would be to have a video call with a care associate, I think is what they were called. You would show them the bag, describe the issue, and then at that point, I think near the end of the call, you will receive a shipping label from Louis Vuitton to send your item. They receive it. An artisan takes it under assessment. Depending on what they find, you may not be offered anything, but I think it's worth a try. You may be offered an exchange of the same item or something of equal value. Or, like I said, in my case, the item that I sent in was discontinued. So I was given the dollar amount of what it would have been worth, and I was able to pick my own selections. I don't think many people know that you have this option when you have a bag that is defective. Now, this does not mean if you have a bag that you just don't like anymore, if you have a bag that you have worn out and it has a bunch of normal wear and tear plus wear and tear because you're just hard on bags, this does not apply to those things. This does not apply, to my knowledge, to color transfer, because color transfer would be something that you did to the bag. It only applies to defects. So issues where Louis Vuitton is at fault. It's not always obvious that Louis Vuitton is at fault. Even in my situation, it wasn't obvious. I received the bag from TikTok Shop that had a very bad odor inside it. Awful odor. I only found out that it might be a defect because I was doing a bunch of research all over the internet, and I started to see more and more articles and examples of where other people had dealt with this smell. And so I knew that more than likely that's what I was dealing with, a defect. So I started the repair process. It's worth it to at least schedule that first virtual consultation. They're going to know if it's likely that it's a defect on their end. and then they're going to move you forward with the repair process. Sometimes they may be able to make a repair even though it's not a defect. Let's say you cut your strap in half. They're not going to tell you to send the bag back for a free replacement normally. Now, who knows, they may be feeling generous one day, but if you damaged your own bag, they will repair it for a price. If you want to get your vachetta restored or replaced, they will do that for a price. But like I said, if it's their fault, if the item has a defect, that is when you won't be charged for whatever they do to mitigate that defect. And the last part of this video is to give you a quick look at the wear and tear on this bag. So listen, after that whole repair process, I was thrilled. I wasn't going to believe it was happening until I had the bag and the wallet and the perfume. And I was ecstatic after that. You couldn't keep me out of this bag. Not only because of that, but because it's so easy to use. I think this is a great everyday bag. It's large, it fits pretty much whatever you throw at it or throw in it. It's perfectly appropriate for everyday use, but it's also dressy enough and conservative enough to give a professional look if that's what you're trying to do. It's just an all-around good to have bag if you like a larger bucket style kind of bag. The only wear that I see on this bag is on the strap. It's pretty much limited to the strap for me. And this is because I have not been shy about using all of the adjustments. So I use this bag all the way from the shortest adjustment, or the longest in this case, to the shortest. I'm not shy about using this little, I don't know what you call this, but you stick this through the hole to make your adjustment or to change your adjustment. And I change it all the time. And so I'm attributing the wrinkling that you see on the strap to me changing it. I don't have a problem with that. I think it's normal wear and tear. It's just kind of what happens. If I had received the bag with all the wrinkling, I would have an issue. But because I know this is from me changing and adjusting frequently, I'm okay with that. I think that's normal wear and tear. I don't have any corner wear. I don't have any wear or damage on the bottom. I'm pretty careful with the bag. I don't baby it. But for example, when I go in the garage, I don't swing it around knowing that I don't have a lot of space in there. I don't want it bumping up against the wall and things and getting paint on the corners. But aside from that, I don't pamper this bag. I don't baby it. I do use a lint roller on the inside because of the black, I think this is microfiber. It does collect lint. After every use, I run a lint roller on the inside. The hardware still has the plastic on it. It's starting to peel, but I'm just going to let it wear itself off. This bag does come with the empreinte leather insert. It's pretty much the same size as the one you would get with the Neverfull. I use that a lot. Typically, I've been afraid to use those because they're always so thin and narrow and I don't want to stretch them, but I was very intentional about using the one that came with this bag. So much so that it's currently in another bag and I can't show it to you right now. Overall, I would say the All-In GM is a great everyday bag to have. It's extremely versatile. I've shown you all of the different levels of adjustments that you can make with the strap. You can carry it like this. If you want some extra security, you can also clasp it right there, and then who's getting into your bag besides you? Nobody. Nobody's getting in there with it closed like that. You can carry it like this. If I were to carry the bag like this, I would definitely adjust the strap. So as you can see, this is how it would look to wear it like this. So for all of those reasons, I am still so happy with the fact that I ended up with this bag. I was in a really stinky situation. The seller was not willing to make it right for me, but I came out of it so much better with what I ended up with, which is this bag and the matching wallet. I think I showed you the Margot wallet and that perfume that I got to round out my order. So you end up with a dud of a bag. At least consider finding out if it's something that you can get repaired, If it's something that is considered a defect, don't just give up on the bag. I hope you made it all the way through. If you did, leave a pink purse emoji in the comments. I know it was a long one. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.